Hi everyone, today we've just picked up a Mk7.5 Golf GTE. So we're going to do a few walk around shots and pictures and videos and so on of this vehicle, which you can see now. We're going to go out for a little drive in the car as well, but first I'm going to jump inside and show you the different driving modes that are available on this car, and also talk to you a little bit about the charging, how long it takes, how much it costs, and is it any good. So this is the GTE. It's VW's hybrid, which means it is part electric, part petrol. So I think it's a really good car for those people looking at potentially getting an electric car in the future but can't quite make the plunge yet. So I'm going to start it up. It's in electricity mode, and this is a really weird sensation when you start it up because the key's not in there. So let's start it up and listen for the engine. There isn't one, that's it. It's ready to go now. So basically with the GTE you've got 5 different driving modes you can have the car in depending on what you want to do, and to access these modes you press this E button down here, and then on the screen you can select various different modes that you're going to be driving the car in. So you've got the drive electric only, which is, as it sounds, purely the electric engine. You've got a range of around 31 miles on this, which isn't a lot, granted, but if you're just driving around the city, short journeys, then it's ample for you. So next we've got the hybrid mode, which switches between electric and petrol, and will actually give you a range, VW say, of combined up to around 514 miles. Thirdly you've got the battery charge mode, which drives the vehicle in the petrol engine, but when you're braking it recuperates the energy back into the battery. The next one is the battery hold mode, which basically means that the car is purely driving on its 1.4 petrol engine. There's nothing happening with that battery at all, so that could be on zero. It's not going to do a thing for you. And lastly we have the GTE mode, which is the electric and petrol engine working at the same time. It's basically the GTE sports mode, which will give you, VW say, a top speed of 138 miles per hour. So you've seen a walk around of the car. We've gone through the various different driving modes that you can put the Golf GTE in. So let's take it for a bit of a spin and see what this electric engine feels like. See, that's just weird, because you're expecting to hear the engine kick in and it just doesn't. It's just silence. It just feels very strange. So the driving mode is D and B, which basically means drive and brake. So when you're driving, obviously it's putting power through to the wheels, but when you let off the accelerator, it almost brakes for you, but it's recouping that energy that you get when braking. So it should drive a bit more energy back into the battery. And at 31 mile range you need all you can. So feels weird. So it's pretty nippy. The acceleration is quite good on it, really. And it is strange how you can't hear anything from the, well, you're waiting for the engine noise and it's just not there. Feels good. It feels quite nippy, quite responsive. like it. So once you get past that initial acceleration stage, it kind of like you reach the limit of what I think this battery engine will do. But as I said, really, it's this driving it in petrol in E mode is purely meant for town driving. So you're not really going to be going past 40 miles an hour under normal circumstances in it, so it doesn't really matter. So again, yeah, it accelerates pretty well really. So up to 50 there in a 60 zone relatively quickly. But I imagine this is just, it's killing the battery life, driving at sort of 50 miles an hour. So we're on 23 mile range now. We'll take it quickly up the bypass and then see what, when we come back, what that range is. I'm quite impressed how it gets up to a decent speed. 60 miles an hour now, pretty quickly. And it doesn't feel like it's, you know, you're really pushing the car to get up to that speed. I don't know what I was expecting from the car, but so we've just driven up and down a little bit of a stretch of bypass, which is probably a mile, something like that. Not driven it particularly, you know, in an energy efficient way. We set off on 22 miles on the range. We're getting back at 20 miles on the range. So again, I don't know what to expect, but I kind of thought it'd be a little bit worse than that. I thought we might lose a good 5 miles off the range by pushing the car, but it's only dropped 2 miles in it, like I say, a mile and a half stretch of road. So we're just taking the GTE back now to our VW centre, and we're going to plug it in, show you how to plug it in to get the charge from it, and talk to you a little bit about charging times, how much it costs to charge the car, and how easy it is to charge the car as well. So let's just pull in at the charging station and get that done. So you can charge the VW Golf GTE off any regular 3-pin UK plug. It will take around 3 hours 45 minutes to charge it from 0 to full. And the best bit about that is that the estimates are, if you depend on your tariff, an overnight charge will actually only cost you 85 pence, which, working on around 31 miles as a range, is about 2 pence per mile, which is incredibly cheap driving. Or you can charge it up at any of these e-charging stations, which are dotted all over the country, and you'd get a charge from 0 to full in around 2 hours and 15 minutes. The cost of using one of these stations is slightly higher though. So let's show you how to charge it up. Okay, so charging the GTE is really dead easy. So firstly, open up the VW badge at the front, take off the cover to expose the charging point. So we take charging hose, and that's it, it's ready to charge. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a bit of insight as to what it'd be like to drive and own one of these Golf GTEs. We hope you found it helpful. Please comment in the comments box below if there's any other cars, VW, Audi wise, you want us to drive, and we'll bring those videos to you as soon as we can. Thanks for watching, take care.